Nearly a decade after its fall, the future of one of Hot Springs' most iconic properties is back in limbo tonight. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Craig O'Neill. The Majestic Hotel property sat empty for years now, but there are plans to change that. But those plans have also been changed. THV 11's Ian Russell spent the afternoon in Hot Springs to bring us the latest on the future of the Majestic Hotel site.
Walking through the ruins of the Majestic Hotel, and it's anything but.
The Majestic was an iconic property in Hot Springs.
Unless you're Bill Burrow, one of the men tasked with building the gap from past to future.
And it still resides at the end of one of the most iconic streets in North America.
When the 2014 fire ruined this historic site, it had to be demolished, leaving nothing but brick and rubble. But now new plans are in place, announced after the property was bought last year, an amphitheater.
It is my hometown. I have generations of family here, and to see Hot Springs thrive, I take a lot of pride in that.
It sounds almost too good to be true, a 5,000-seat amphitheater here in Hot Springs. There are a couple of issues though, mainly that there's just no way 5,000 people fit in this space.
And there just simply was no way to know if we could accommodate it until we went through all of the appropriate design phase of due diligence.
Rick Wilson is the developer who bought the property and wanted to build this, 5,000 seats, attracting some of music's biggest stars. But along with space issues, there were other crumbling blocks to face.
Stand out being the delay from the state of Arkansas Highway Department, and certainly the capacity not being able to reach our minimum.
The Highway Department wanted at least a year, if not more, to do its own surveys. Wilson says there just wasn't enough time, especially with prices changing constantly.
If we get to, say, upwards to 7,500, 8,000 capacity, we estimate this could quite easily break 50 million.
It's a heartbreak for Burrow, an iconic piece of property slipping through the cracks. There is a silver lining, though.
No. This isn't the end. This is just a new beginning.
Wilson says he still plans on building an amphitheater somewhere else in Hot Springs. And for Burrow, there may already be a return to Majesty on the way.
We'd love to see something there. We would have loved to see something there 5 years ago. But the right project will come along at the right time, and we'll have something that we can all be very proud of.
In Hot Springs, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Now, it's not all bad news for the property. Burrow says he's already had multiple people call and ask to buy that site. But he says the city should pause and take a step back before rushing into any other big decisions.